My name is Denis, BCom graduate in finance and CPA. Passionate about poultry farming, precisely improved Kienyeji, called broilers. Between the egg and the chicken, which came first? As much as I don't have the answer, I'm still passionate about poultry farming, and this is my story. So it all began, in this Nairobi you have to think outside the box. So maybe sometimes things may not be working from what you want it to happen. So whoever came up with the idea was my dad. He introduced me to poultry farming. But his idea was to do broilers. So when we began doing the broiler business, we were doing quite well, I can say, for the first 6 months. That was on the first, from January up to June, that is in 2016, we were all doing broilers. I can say we were doing well, but along the way, when we did our analysis and we did our cost factors, we found that you find that your bank is always running into thousands of money, but you yourself, you don't have the money. Reason being, you see, you are selling and then you are buying the feeds. So the more you sell, the more you are buying the feeds. So it reached a point that was, I think it was around, if I'm not wrong, August, when I had the biggest loss of the broilers. So I made up my mind that I'm going to sell the remaining batch of the broilers, and then the amount I'm going to get, I convert that amount to improved Kienyeji. So basically, I had visited one of my friends in Kitengela who was doing hatching, basically. So I had inquired to him where did he buy the incubator and how is the business of hatching. Okay, he advised me the best thing, you can buy the incubator, but you may not get the market, because that was my major fear. I may go to hatching and then where will I get the market? So I kept on asking him, where do you get these customers from, and how do you convince customers to buy from you the chicks, since I'm new in the field? So he just told me, first, the best thing you can do is you market yourself via the social media. Now, that was the first step, and that's when Chicken Den was, before it was not registered. So that's when I thought it was to register it as a business name. So when I registered Chicken Den, I thought it was now for me to run a Facebook page. That was the first step that we did. And I remember, I can vividly remember the first client I got was all the way from Dhika. He really needed 200 chicks day old, of which day old we sell at 100 bob. You need around 200. So if you convert that 200 by 100, you get 20,000. So he came only from Riro up to here in Ad River. Hey, I thought, kumbe, here there is something that if I do intensive marketing, it means that I'll be able to get more clients. So up to date that I can tell you that about 95% of my customers whom I get, they are from the online. Others, they are referrals. So when I got the first customer, I think that was he encouraged me so much to continue now doing the serious marketing and sponsoring Facebook ads and so forth. There are different varieties of improved Kienyeji. We have like the broilers, we have the curry, we have the rainbow roaster, we have the one which is which was introduced recently, which is called Sasso. But when I tried to do my own market research, most of the customers, they were more inclined to the broilers. So the major difference between all this, in terms of the difference between the improved Kienyeji and the local Kienyeji, one of the key factors is their growth rate. So this chicken, if you write well and giving it the proper feeds and the proper medication, by 50th month, that is the 20th week, you should be collecting eggs. Same case, the cockroach, by fourth month, that chicken should be ready for for market. And the market rate, depending on the location, because that's also a factor, it ranges from between 1,000 to 1,500. So if you compare the price of selling the cockerel, that is between 1,000 to 1,500, depending with the location, vis-a-vis the broilers one that we are doing, you find that there's a significant difference in terms of the price. Because number one, when we check on the consumption of the broilers, per bag pellets for the broilers, it goes for 3,200. When we compare for the Kienyeji, the one which they are feeding currently, the layers mash, it goes for 2,500. You can see there's a difference in terms of feeds. Then number two, when Kienyeji increased the price of the day-old chick, of course the cost of production had to go high. Meaning, I had done a deep and in-depth analysis of the feeding the broilers. That chicken, by the time it's ready for consumption, it should have, this is inclusive of the amount you buy from Kienyeji. Total amount is 300. That is no cost of production. So that chicken, unless you get the best buyer who will buy for you for 50, you are lucky. Majority of the buyers, they will buy it at 400 or 420. So you can see there's a difference of how much. That is between 420. Okay, let's take an average of 400, and then that chicken has cost how much? Around 300. So for every chicken, you're only gaining how much? Your profit of 100 bob. Though the time limit is short. If you feed the chicken very well, within for 2 days you're in the market. But no, still again, the other factors like the diseases, they are more prone to diseases than the Kienyeji. Also, they need a lot of care. Because I used to wake up at night to check if the warmth is still sufficient for them. Otherwise, you look up tomorrow in the morning, you find most of them there, they are dead. As to I got into hatching with the chicks, which is, of course, is our major market segment. It was because of the failure of the broilers. After I did my math and I saw that, yes, you always have your money in the pocket, but you can't sustain yourself because of the number one, as I said earlier, is the cost of feeds, and when the Kienyeji increase the prices of the prices of the day-old chicks, and then the feeds, the broilers, which is very, 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 very high. So when I did all those factors, I saw it wise to shift my focus into hatching the chicks, and that's why I bought the incubator, for me not to engage into business of selling the chicks, which we sell from the day old up to 1 month. The prices for the day old is 100 bob, that is for the day old. From there we sell up to, the next step is 3 weeks, which is 180. Then 1 month, which is 250. Among the key lessons I've learned, there's money in poultry farming, that's a fact. Number two, it gives you something to keep you more engaged. I mean, you are more focused thinking about your chicken, how they are doing, so it keeps your life busier. Another thing I've learned about chicken farming, it's about networking. It really helped me network with the different people in different sectors. Another advantage of I may say about poultry farming, it has given me an exposure. Because right now, if you talk about diseases which can affect the chicken, at least when I see a chicken which is unwell, I may be able, maybe before even I call the vet, I may try to give the first medication before calling the vet. At least I know some of the names which I should give the chicken which is unwell before involving the professional vet. For somebody who want to get into poultry farming, especially this young generation, one key factor I will insist is doing, I'll put it benchmarking. You just make sure that you visit other farmers who are doing what you aspire to do. Because when we started, I had to benchmark from other farmers who are doing, by then now, broilers. So you have first to benchmark. Number two, I had to make Google my friend. I have a lot of videos on pictures on how to do poultry farming, same case with booklets, both soft copy and hard copy. At least I had to go through the all those documents, either the online or the hard copy, to learn more about the poultry farming. Number 3 is about having the vision where you want the, I mean having the vision of where you want the company now to be in the next forthcoming years. Though challenges are always there, but at least they can see there's hope, especially in the hatching business. The moment you tap the market, there are those customers who know that can't go to any other farm because they know we are doing a reputable business. Among the key challenges that you face as a farmer are the diseases. Giving a practical example, there's a time we did hatch quite well. We hatched around 1,500 chicks. Unfortunately, almost 60% of the chicks died. So when we called the vet to come and do a research what could have been the cause of the death of the chicks, he told us because there was no enough ventilation. Meaning where the brooder is, we had enclosed the whole area, meaning that there was no sufficient air circulation. So that's one of them. Second is on the staff, of course. If you can see, we have no CCTV here. So of course, the farmer is his own manager here. So sometimes they'll take advantage of you. They'll sell, especially the eggs in your absence, or the chicks, because there's one. Even in fact, it happened in April. I got a call from one of the neighbors. It was around 8 p.m. Told me that we got one of the young guy carrying chicks. So when we tried to interrogate him, said that I had sent him. Of course, I was not aware that there were chicks that were going to be sold at 8 p.m. in the evening. So the customers whom I do say to them, he had taken advantage of them. So he was going to say to them in the pretense that I had sent him. So the staff is another challenge that we face. Then another one is Kenya Power because of the incubator. So okay, there's an allowance of around 2 to 3 hours when the power is off, but it will also depend on the stage at which the eggs they are. For instance, if you're at the 18th day, once the power goes off, it is advisable. You just connect the generator immediately. Now you can see now you are not here throughout. The staff is here. So sometimes you may be reluctant maybe to connect the generator immediately, or maybe you get a click that there's no power. So that's another challenge of power. Same case at night. The chicks need warmth in the brooder, and we use the brooder bulbs, the one which you have seen. So sometimes the power goes off maybe at night. No, that's another key challenge, because if you are not keen, the chicks, they will suffocate themselves when they're trying to look for that warmth. So in case the power goes off at night, we switch on the local jikos for warmth. Our major focus in the coming days is to increase the incubator, whereby now we can be producing more chicks. Number 2 is maybe to, of course, help other farmers who aspire to be like me, to come and visit the farm and also learn more about poultry farming. Basically, we have heard what I do in agribusiness, precisely poultry farming on improved Kienyeji, that is broilers. We would like to know also your story on agribusiness. Share your story.